Hi everyone. My name is Ibel Gray Cantoma from Greatest Design Consult. I welcome you to this episode. Um, we have been able to do a small model um, where we were able to insert our doors, our windows, and then our concrete fascia with a roof. Um, so right now we are going to be starting our project proper. Because if you have been able to go through this process successfully, by now you would have been able to come up with something very small like this, which would have given you the opportunity to learn how to use some of the basic Revit tools. As we progress, you are going to see some more advanced tools even as we continue. Um, so let's jump right into this. I'm going to just highlight this and I'm going to delete this for us to start our design proper. So let me view this at the ground floor. I still have this, so I was still going to take this off. So at the DPC level, if you could remember, we have elevations. We still have the roof is still here. Now, if you could remember, we have the natural ground floor, the DPC, which is the ground floor. We have the lintel, the first floor, and all that. So we are going to be starting our design at the DPC level. So we'll be starting with the plan. Now let's come to this other our existing model so we could see. So if you look at this is what we have. We have a kitchen, we have a bedroom, we have a terrace, which is the sit out here. We have a laundry, staircase, lobby, dining area. We have the living room, guest room, and all that. So we are going to reproduce this plan here. So let's start. I'm just simply going to use some lines to achieve my model way easier and faster. Okay, so the first thing I will do is to click on model line. I click on my model line. I can use this rectangle to achieve this quickly. I'm just going to draw a small rectangle here. Let's say this. I'm just going to bring out the shape of this model first. Just bring out the shape. Don't worry, you're going to see how we'll be able to achieve our design quickly. This is just a pattern I would like to adopt. You can do it the other way around, probably by just using your line to achieve this, or you can adopt this. However, you are still going to achieve the same result. I will just bring it out in that just exactly the shape of what I have existing that I want to reproduce. All right, so this is basically how the shape of that building is. So I'm going to draw my walls. Let me use my line here. Here I have a wall that is like this, and it comes like this. Then here I have this one that comes like this. All right. Okay, so I think we are good to go. We don't have anything in the 3D yet. So if you look at this from here, you will see I was able to achieve this shape. Okay, so let me show you how to bring out this dimension. You can see here is if you sum this to this place, that should be around 4,725. This is around 3 meters. This is around 4.5 meters. Okay, so we are going to do that right away. So let's come back to our plan here. All right, the first thing I will do is to use my wall. Okay, so I'm going to use the wall of 230 to produce this. Mind you, another very key important settings that you should always adopt is copying your drawings from your standard, from an existing drawing. Okay, it's very important. Like I'm going to be sending this particular model to the platform where you can have access to the file. Okay, so you can copy that standard to your own existing drawing, and I was able to show you earlier on how to do that. All you need to do is just to come to your manage. When you come to manage, you transfer project standard, and I will be showing you how to copy doors and windows from an existing project. Very important, because you don't have to start recreating these doors and windows. By the end of this course, you should be able to learn how to come about your design easier and faster. We are not going to go through the very long route, okay? Because you already have all of these doors components, they are all existing. Okay, so right now I'm just going to draw my door, my walls. Now if you check this, now this is wall center line, so it's center to center. It's very easy to do that. All you need to do is just to keep drawing your lines and it will follow suit. Okay, so that's basically what makes Revit more interesting and easier to use. Yeah, I will draw this. Now you will notice as I'm drawing my walls, you see those lines are no longer showing in between the walls, because we are using this particular line, which is the model line. Like I showed you earlier on how to use a detail line. With a detail line, that line will still be reflecting on your model. All right, so let's just bring out this shape, exactly how it should look like. So this is basically how this shape will look like. So you will see how I'm going to arrange all of these walls and impute their dimensions, the right dimensions, to all of these rooms that we have here. All right, so we are here now. The next thing I'm going to do is to have a dimension, but then let me draw this wall here. Now I told you earlier on that it's very important while you are drawing your walls, you should know your base constraints and also your top constraints. They are very important, or else you might be doing your design wrongly. Now if you check this, where I'm doing this, my design is at the DPC level. My base constraint is my DPC, which is correct. This is where I want it to be. And then my top constraint, you can see, is at the lintel level. And then from the DPC level to the lintel level is 2100, and this is not where I want this to stop. I want this to be at my first floor level, so I will select first floor. So by the time I come to my 3D, you will see that this wall has been produced correctly. Now you can see the model, right? So let's come back to our DPC. So do not make the mistake. Always pay attention to your top constraint and also your bottom, your base constraint. Very important. Now I'm going to quickly use my dimension to dimension my whole project. Now you are going to see how we will use this dimension to rearrange our model and bring it out exactly as it should look like. All right, so let's write on. So the first dimension here, let me just dimension this anyhow. I will rearrange them as we proceed. So if you bring this here, all right. I have from here to here, here to here. I have this, 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 my dimension is not correct. Okay, I think it's better I take this from center to center. Take from center to center, very important. All right, like I told you earlier on, if you want to get the center, you have to zoom. Where you have this dash, that is where you click. Okay, so I think it's better this way. Center to center. So I'll take it out. Similarly for this, let me check from here to here to here, here to here, here, then I stop here. All right, so I've been able to generate my dimension, although there are some other dimensions that we are going to get even as we progress. But let me quickly bring this one out, and then to the center here, and to the center here. So let me just leave it here. All right, so like what we have here, the dimension from here to here is actually around 4,900. So I'm just going to click this wall, and I can simply just select this dimension, and I will type 4,950. That is basically what I have, and it's here. So similarly for this, although for this is going to be way more easier, I can simply just hover my mouse along this direction. Once I hit the center, make sure you use this polar tracking. You can see it's tracking the reference wall. So this is the wall I'm referencing from. So once I'm able to track the center, I can just drop it. So you can see these are different ways to achieve a result. If you check the dimension from here to here is 600. I'm just going to take that dimension so that I can be sure of what I'm doing. This is 600. It's supposed to be 600. So I will need to shift this wall. So all I will do is to click the wall and type here 600. You can see how smooth this is actually going. We have been able to achieve the width of this as well. So let's check for the height. This from here to here, we have about 5,100. So all I will do is just to click this and click on the dimension. I will type 5,100. Okay, so you can see that has shifted. All I need to do is, just like the other one, I can as well just hover my mouse, just hold on your left click, hold on it, and then you move your hand along the direction where you want to drop it. Once you see that dotted line referencing the wall we are taking reference from here, you see a dotted line, then you can drop. So for this, from here to here, I'm having about, let me double check this, because okay, I have 1,225 out to out. Okay, so what I will do is to come back to my drawing here. I will just take this dimension. So always save your project. All right, I'll click here. I'll click here. So for this wall now, I will type 1,225. I think that's basically what I have there. Oh, sorry. I'm not supposed to shift this wall. I'm supposed to shift this other one. So I will type 1,225, and I will click outside. Now you can see this is well arranged. As for this to this, is about 2,265.0. That is what I have. Now you can see I've shifted this as well. As for this wall, we don't have a wall here, so I will just drag this and I will drop it here. Okay, you can see how interesting this is. So we have been able to get for the length and the breadth of this area. So let's come here and see, and let's check this dimension here and see what we have. I have 2625 center to center, 2625. So I'll come back here and I can just simply click on this one. This one is already in its position, so I'm not going to tamper with this wall. So I will type 2625 and I'll press outside this. You can see I've been able to get this dimension where I have my staircase. This is my staircase area, right? Now then I'm going to have for this area, let us double check what we have there. So what I have here is 1200. So I can come back here and type and shift this I'll shift this wall to 1200 and I'll drop. So similarly for this other room, let me double check what I have. So I have a toilet here and I have a guest room here. So what I will do is I will take the dimension. Let me dimension this from the center of this to this. So it's going to be, I'll take that again. Dimension, measure, align from this point to this point. I'll bring it out here so that I don't get confused. I have 5238. So I will go back to my model here, to my design here, 5238. So I will make sure this is 5238. So what I will do is to click on this wall and I will type 5238. All right. So but then I have a toilet there, which I can just use a wall of let's say 150. So I'll click on this drop down. Let me look for a 150 wall. I'm just going to place it anywhere here. Like I will just use the dimension to always get it where I want it. Make sure you zoom properly to see that shaded line, dotted line. So what I will have, the size of this toilet is 1450. I'll come here, make sure this is 11450, and I'll press enter. All right, so if you look at this, this is actually coming out gradually the way it should be. Let me take this dimension so as to be sure what I'm doing is correct. So let me take from this center to this center here. I'm going to have 3788. So what do I have there in my design here? So I will measure this from here to here. I have 3788, so we are in the right track. Right, so let me try to correct this one here. This is, I think we need to correct this and also this one. So let me check the dimension here. So from the center here to the center here. Right, I have 7425. So I will come back to my design here. I will make sure I take my dimension. I will select this and I will type 74. Sorry, I've forgotten. 7425. So I will type 7425 and I'll press enter. Now unjoin elements. The reason why this is asking me to unjoin is because it has actually overlapped with that other wall I drew here. So but we can correct that. Let me just use my fillet here, which is my trim. Extend, I can use it to trim this properly. So mind you, I still have this line that I drew here. I can just move this line and move it outside here. So all I need to do is just to redraw what I used to have. I can move this to the center here. Sorry, let me just delete this. Use my fillet this, and I will draw my wall. Ctrl Z. Roll here. External. No, sorry. Right, I think it's better this way. Okay, so we have been able to achieve this. We are going to be creating both our doors and our windows, but let me quickly take this dimension as well. I just want this video to be as brief as possible, so that you can easily follow. So let me take this dimension. So let's correct this one, correct this, and also correct this. All right, so let's do that right away. Let me come back to what I have here. So for our foyer, let me take a dimension, center, center, to center. I have 5031. So let's see what we have. So I will click on this and I will type 5031. Okay. I don't think this wall is from here. Let me check this model again and be sure of what I'm doing. So this is not stopping here. This is from this wall, which is from around the staircase wall. So this is supposed to come this way. This dimension should be from here. So for this wall, click this and I will type 5031. All right, good. So we have been able to bring this out. Let me see what I have here. Sorry. All right, and then what we have here, let's be sure this is 5000. So let's check what we have. Here is 3225. From here to here is 4425. So 3225, 4425. So this wall will be shifted to be 3225. All right. So you can see what we have. We have been able to bring this out, bring all of this out. Let's be sure what we have here. I think this wall goes straight from here. This one comes straight here. So we are on the right track. We have been able to bring out our plan exactly the way it should be. What we need to start doing is to create our doors, our windows, but let's quickly take off these hidden lines. We can take it off by just highlighting all of this. When you highlight, you can click on filter. When you click on filter, you can uncheck your dimension. We still want to use it. You can uncheck the wall. We still also want to use it, and click on apply and click on OK. So we have been able to use our filter to select all the lines. So we no longer need these lines. We can just click on our delete and it will go. All right, so I will see you in the next episode where I will be showing you how to come about your first floor. Although you can see this wall is not at the same level with this wall. Like I told you, always specify your base constraint and also your top constraint. So this is basically where this problem is coming from. So whenever you are having walls that are going above the level of other walls, you should know that there is a problem with your constraint. Now if you check this is at base DPC, which is correct. This is at first floor, which is also correct, but it's still going above the constraint because there is a problem, most likely with the offset. Okay, so I'll be showing you how to arrange that as we proceed in the next episode. So I will see you then. Stay safe.